Okay, so you started this company 5 years ago,
Yeah.
aimed to redesign the business of music.
Yeah.
What was broken in the system, and what problems are you really fixing here?
Well, I think what's broken is that, naturally the creative process is very unpredictable. Like, music can happen anywhere. You can be in your car, you can be in the shower and have a great song idea. But getting it from there to streaming companies and out into the world is very, very difficult and challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, music is a copyright business. There's lots of unsexy laws involved. There's lots of territory, different rates. It's incredibly complicated. So because of that, people's money, their credits, their opportunities are falling between the cracks. That just won't do. So we want to change that.
And you said you actually you got real world feedback from people in the industry, from the artists to behind the scenes. What was everyone saying? Just that the system is not, what's the disconnect really?
Well, I actually had a friend. I've been in and around music for a long time.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that it was this bad, kind of behind. And it's no one person's fault. It's kind of the nature of the business and how complicated it is when it starts moving. Streaming kind of really exasperated that problem because of the demand of content is just super, super high. And one example, a friend of mine who was grinding day in, day out, waiting for that opportunity. He's an engineer. So engineers they mix the sounds a lot like a chef mixes flavors, right?
Okay.
And this person he paid his dues, and finally a huge artist comes through their studio. He gets on the job, and they spell his name wrong, and he's dropped from the credits. So no credit for that, no opportunity, no life-changing experiences thereafter, no Grammy. It was a Grammy-winning album.
Just because they spelled his name wrong?
Just because they spelled his name wrong. And it's because what he did is he sent back a correction. Oh, my name is spelled wrong. Here's the actual correction. But he didn't get it back to them in time.
And then it was just game over.
So it just dropped. And that happens over 50% of the time, I think, especially for up-and-coming artists. But it's not just affecting the artists and musicians. It's affecting the entire industry. There are companies who have millions and millions of dollars that are held up by this broken data.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, your background is really deep in software and technology. You've been a part of a lot of other companies and started a lot of companies. So what's the technology you're using here for this mobile suite? Because it's pretty intricate. And is it specifically just for the music industry, or would it be applicable to other industries?
We see it being applicable to any entertainment industry. I mean, I've been around books, I've been in fashion, and I tend to get really attracted to big, hairy problems in inefficient marketplaces because that's where technology thrives. In this case, the music industry is just our springboard into all of entertainment. The trick, though, is to, in our years of experience, APIs are really powerful. An API is kind of what a cell phone network is to your cell phones, right? You don't really think about how it works, and different phones can use it, but it connects us all. APIs are the same way. So these mobile apps are built in the cloud, or actually the APIs in the cloud, but they're really small, simple, lightweight tools to meet the creators where they're at. There's one for a lot of your favorite songs are captured in voice memos on people's phones. I'd say probably 90% of the hits out there are captured in voice memos on
Really?
phones.
Just because you're having that that creative moment, you've got to get it on.
There. Exactly. And lyrics kind of the same way. But then how do you keep track? It's hard to tie your real name and your social security number and all your other really important details to a voice memo. So we designed an app called Muse that does exactly that. It captures voice memos and lyrics, but everything that's important that we get credit and get paid kind of survives sharing that with anyone else in the world.
So you have Muse, and then you also have Splits. So what does that one do?
A lot of people, this comes down to the copyright part. If you and I write a song together, we actually both own that song. It's our song together. How do we talk about what the percentages should be? How do we get that down in paper? How do we share that with our other teams?
Right.
One great way to do that is mobile, and Splits is a mobile consensus-based app for capturing exactly that conversation.
And just to elaborate, why is mobile so key to this platform and this industry? And is this just because it's how we're doing business these days?
Exactly. I mean, it happens anywhere, and it should be able to happen anywhere. For us, we believe that we have to meet these creatives where they're at. As opposed, they're never going to go into a corporate office. They hate using paper. They hate...
What is paper?
Yeah, exactly. What is paper? I mean, there are still fax machines in our industry and carbon copy forms. It's time to get rid of that. Just meet people where they're at. When that moment of inspiration hits, help them capture it. Help them share it with others where they're at. what's going to happen is you're going to see the entire creative process speed up in a beautiful way, and maybe even bring down the barrier to entry to create and share that creation, and then what kind of music enters the world from there, right?
Now, Marcus, you just raised 2.4, I believe, right?
Yes,
million.
2.4 million.
So congrats on that in a
Thanks.
very recent round. And it's a lot of these executives and managers that are already in the industry of music. So what do you think it was that they were so attracted to? And also, what's the plans with the funds?
Well, I think they're attracted to solving the problem. I mean, all of my investors are being directly impacted by this problem.
That's the
of bad
ultimate,
data.
like, kind of, it basically means what you're doing is right when you're having music managers and executives
Right.
invest, right?
And we, honestly, as a long-time entrepreneur, I really try hard not to build anything I don't think people want to buy or use. So we went through a lot of studying. We talked to thousands and thousands of people. We know this problem exists. We know it's real. We've seen the numbers that have lost. We're hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, just gone or stuck because of bad data. So they see that, and they also see how big it can be when it moves past just music.
Right.
What if you can create anything as a project management suite with your friends just from a mobile app? Where can that go, right? From YouTube videos to our next Cheddar segment. So
yes.
Now the use of the proceeds, first and foremost, we're going to grow revenue. Our products are here. We're in very late stage beta. So now at this point in time, we're going to grow user numbers and grow revenue in preparation for a possible Series A. But we're targeting profitability as soon as possible.
Well, Marcus, it's all very exciting. Congrats on this, and we'll have to do a follow-up to see what's next for you guys.
Yeah, you guys can follow us. We're at www.jammber.com. That's JAMMBER.com. And I'm at Jammber CEO on Twitter.
There you have it. Marcus of Cobb, of course, the CEO from Jammber, everyone.